China's oldest chronicles, like the asterisk records of the grand historian asterisk, preserve the rise of the Shang and the Zhou, but one extraordinary civilization in the upper Yangtze region seems to have slipped through the cracks of history. It was not a minor tribe. It was not a forgotten village. It was a sophisticated Bronze Age kingdom with a visual style so bold, so strange, and so advanced that even today, it feels almost unreal. This is the mystery of Sanxingdui. Our story begins in 1929, in Guanghan, Sichuan. A farmer named Yan Daosheng was digging a drainage ditch when his shovel struck something hard beneath the soil. What he uncovered was not stone, but jade. Then came more pieces, and more, until hundreds of objects surfaced from the earth. No one in the area understood what they were looking at. The shapes were unfamiliar, the style unlike anything from the Central Plains. For decades, the site remained little more than a rumor, a strange clue pointing to a lost world. Then, in 1986, everything changed. Workers near the site accidentally uncovered a burial pit, and archaeologists rushed in. What they found stunned the entire field of Chinese archaeology. Masks with enormous eyes, bronze heads with sharp features, ritual vessels, ivory, jade, and objects unlike anything found in the mainstream record of ancient China. Among the discoveries was a remarkable golden staff, about 1.42 meters long, making it one of the most unique gold artifacts ever found in China. There were also massive bronze figures, including a towering bronze standing figure, and fragments of what would later be reconstructed into a sacred bronze tree nearly 4 meters tall. These artifacts did not look ordinary. They looked ceremonial, powerful, and deliberate. Many of them appeared to have been destroyed before burial. Bronze pieces were smashed, sacred objects were burned. Ivory was broken and layered into the pits. That was not random ruin. It looked like a ritual ending, as if a civilization had buried its own treasures. And that raises the question at the heart of the mystery: why would a highly developed kingdom destroy so much of what it valued most? The Sanxingdui masks are especially haunting. Their huge protruding eyes and exaggerated features have no close parallel in other Chinese archaeological finds. Some people are tempted to imagine these were depictions of gods, spirits, or ancestral beings. Others think they reflect a local religious system now completely lost to time. What we can say with confidence is that these were not everyday objects. They were symbols of belief, authority, and identity. Even more fascinating is the bronze sacred tree. After restoration, it revealed a world of imagination, a tall trunk, branching levels, fruit and flowers, and bird figures perched at the top. To modern eyes, it feels almost mythological. To archaeologists, it suggests a civilization that saw the universe in symbolic terms, linking heaven, earth, ancestors, and power through ritual art. Some scholars compare this imagery with ideas preserved in ancient texts such as the asterisk Shanhaijing *** classic of mountains and seas **. That does not prove a direct link, but it does hint at something important. Ancient China was a mosaic of regional civilizations, each with its own myths, styles, and beliefs. That is what makes Sanxingdui so important. It is not evidence of an alien civilization or a lost fantasy kingdom. It is evidence of a real, highly original Bronze Age culture that developed on its own terms, while still interacting with the wider world. In recent years, new excavations have found even more. Gold mask fragments, jade tools, bronze vessels. Evidence of textile remains, a large workshop area for jade and stone production. Each discovery adds another layer to the picture. Sanxingdui was not isolated. It had technology, craftsmanship, ceremony, trade, and a complex social structure. One crucial thing is still missing. We have no clear written record from Sanxingdui itself. No long inscriptions, no preserved chronicles, no official history explaining who ruled there, what language they spoke, or why their ritual pits were filled and sealed. That silence is part of the power of the site. The artifacts speak loudly, but the civilization left us almost no words. So what happened? The most reasonable answer is not one dramatic secret, but a combination of forces: environmental change, shifting rivers, political transformation, cultural absorption, and ritual abandonment. Sanxingdui may not have been erased in a single night. It may have gradually transformed, merging into later cultures such as Jinsha and other regional traditions of Sichuan. But the mystery remains because the art remains. Those eyes still stare, those bronze faces still challenge us. That golden staff still glows with authority. That broken sacred tree still reaches upward, as if trying to reconnect a vanished world with the sky. Sanxingdui reminds us that history is bigger than the stories we inherited in school. It tells us that ancient China was not built by one uniform culture, but by many brilliant centers of creativity, each contributing something unique to the civilization that followed. And maybe that is the real secret. Sanxingdui did not disappear because it was weak. It disappeared because time changed everything. Rivers moved, towers shifted, beliefs evolved, kingdoms faded. But its bronze masks, golden relics, and sacred tree survived in the earth, waiting thousands of years to be found. So when we look at Sanxingdui today, we are not just looking at a lost city. We are looking at a civilization that once stood proudly at the edge of memory, built a world of bronze and gold, and then vanished without leaving us the full story. That is why Sanxingdui is still one of the greatest mysteries in human history.